Here we are once more. Already got a couple of videos uploaded so far with just my music. I wasn't really trying to put too many of my status videos up, but I gotta put them in the right order because of how much shit happened, hence all of my upload delays. Ouch. Effectively, I've had confirmation that what happened over there at Miracle Mile was pretty staged, and I ended up running into some people that claimed to be neighbors after that fact and brought up all the same critical arguments that were over there at Miracle Mile. Luckily, I diffused them all, and the place I already have permission to be at by the community and the local authorities and church, effectively, and the authorities confirm, you know what I mean. And I always kept everything top notch. Ooh. Up to snuff, you know. And that was my attempt at just setting up on an empty lot at that point. It's technically public property, etc. with permission, so it's a little bit different than trying to, you know. I've never been one to try to get into houses ever, okay? So I went to industrial zones. For one, it's close to railroad tracks that are federal property, and usually they can be international at that point too. Which means worst comes to worst, I have federal, if not international law to defend myself, property, etc. And all I ever needed was to get a proper, stable mailing address on top of that. You know, I effectively did start my life over a couple times here in the city at this point. And I'm traveling with what's left of each time I've had to start over. But I've got a storage unit, so it ain't a big deal. My living priorities are still the same. My cat's always there, and they're more than my cats, they're my kids, for real. For what I've been through, how I even had my first two cats like that in the first place. The whole story is truth. So when I've got the last twins of my first litter, I still got their mother. That's my LG, my little girl. And then, of course, Ghost Girl, Gigi, is MIA. So it would have been just them four. Okay? And that's like two insides. Actually, that'd be one inside cat, because Luna's an inside cat. She freaks out outside. Okay? She can use the yard like it's a house, but once she freaks out, it's over. She will freak out and dig herself somewhere. She is an indoor cat. She was domestically raised. And yes, I road trip trained her and yard trained her, of course, too. Even leash trained her, but I ain't got nothing, man. I'm in worse shape than you. I had some fool try to get a gun in my name on the West Coast. That's how bad it is. Yep, it's all right. Nothing to be sorry for. Peace, man. Yeah. See, that's what's even more fucked, is usually when I've got my cash flow completely under my control, I normally got packed smokes that the old smokers code, always have one to go. Hell, even if it's the last end of my pack. Doesn't mean people can just roll me, it just means I got a smoke for a bloke. It's an old tradition, culture thing. But yeah, in the meantime, I'm rolling around with my tobacco and my damn emergency tobacco, metal tobacco bowl. That looks like a damn, crack pipe in some people's books. That's what it looks like. I found out. I'm like, no. You have no idea the migraine people gave me. It was like I had to like double up. I had to go buy another beer just to cool down after I had just chilled out because people thought I was smoking hard drugs or something. I'm like, no. Were you spying on me? Because you're the ones that send your damn little snoopers over asking what the hell I'm smoking. Not knowing when I've got a fucking video camera in front of my face. I got a couple of those still to upload. In fact, usually if it's too controversial, I archive those videos and it's in my YouTube legal folder, but the hard drive is damage to property, unlawful eviction. How do I prosecute all this? It's a bitch. I literally need to go talk to a lawyer. I need to get police reports around. I need all the paperwork I had already. It's once you've been, the only thing that people could do worse at this point is try to get my wallet ID at that point, okay? Or try to get access to my YouTube channel, which is doubtful because most people don't even believe it exists. Especially these ones that are at fault, guilty parties that I call organized gang stalking. In other words, criminal conspiracy to extort and exert control. That's been going on since California 2011. And that's on the record. So I just don't get how stupid these fools will get. What am I looking for? Lunch broach. I just said it backwards. Blunt brooches over here at Zeph. And all these motherfuckers are either halfway insane or not criminally, but traumatic drug use, etc. Damaged goods. I'm not being politically correct. I still call them a bunch of junkies on their way up or out. Some of them see it as a first step, others of them kind of just forced into it. And they use it as a pacifier. That's the third group. Yeah, 3 groups of people use these kind of services like that. The rest is in the basic user base, the general clients. Extreme problems, etc. Mental. And may also include fucking drug use, which I literally can only stomach being a researcher and undercover journalist for. Okay? Because I'm a holistic healer. What am I supposed to do with a bunch of junkies withdrawing at like Armageddon mode? Alright. Smell it from here. Ain't half as bad as it used to be out here though. Hold on. I can actually go this way. Save myself some time as well. Fucking swear. I know. Problem is, a lot of those people take those kind of words and run with them. Fucking snowflakes. So when I say junkie, they take it in a negative manner. Meanwhile, I say junkie for anyone who's hooked and you got junkies, users, addicts, and partygoers. I'm sorry, but that's how straight smart I am. You got a couple of randoms in between. Then you got the schmucks and the mucks. Get it? Get gone. So what happens when I'm an ex-D-boy, ex-blood, ex-mafia, and I already know the name of the game. More power to the old game, but no thank you. Stay in your lane. I went legit medical marijuana caregiver. Means I'm supposed to be practicing growing these different strains of weed, not the commercialization of marijuana. Because I don't support the commercialization unless it's heavily taxed. So I'll tell you why it's worth that much, because of the tax at that point. Anyway, See, and then, taxing marijuana growth en masse for commercial use fixes roads and infrastructure. Now, that's what I said. First, we need to open the doors back up to herbal research, alternative medicine, etc. Mainly the herbal, because at least herbal is real. Okay, this holistic shit was like alchemic first attempts at our current chemistry shit. Okay, I've seen it. It's primitive, mundane, and I can do more with St. Paul's wort on a battlefield for internal bleeding. Or a chain of garlic around my neck during the Black Plague, okay? I'm one street up, 1 second. Can't mind know if I don't want to even jump through half of these. And no wait, I'm not almost went up the wrong one. Alright, this is the right one. Like I said, I get mixed up downtown sometimes.